I'm going to put a sheet up like this for each one of you. And on one side it's got happy cats, and on the other side it's got sad puppies. And I'm going to be watching to see you follow the rules. And when I catch you following the rules, you'll get a happy cat, okay? So the first rule is, why don't you guys come in here and help me now. So you guys know I have all this stuff in the prize box, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's whoopee cushions and noise putty and glow-in-the-dark stars and matchbox cars and probably some stuff that you never saw before, all right? Would you guys like to be able to get a prize today?
Yes.
Okay. So here's how you get a prize. I'm going to be watching to see you follow the rules, and when I catch you following the rules, I'm going to color in a happy cat, okay? So we've got happy cats on one side and sad puppies on the other, and we've got one for Jack and one for Miles. So here's the rules. The first rule is I want you to sit on your mat. There you go. So you guys are getting happy cats already, and you're on your way to the prize. I want you to do what I say. I want you to keep your hands and feet to yourself, and only one person talks at a time, no interrupting. Okay? So let's see if you guys can tell me what the 4 rules are. Okay?
To do what you say.
Do what I say. Good, that's one. Uh-huh.
Talks at time.
One person talks at a time.
And keep your hands and feet to yourself.
Keep your hands and feet to yourself. Good.
And sit on your mat.
And sit on your mat. Excellent. You got them all 4. So that's pretty good. Most of the time, children up through about 9 or 10 years of age, when I give them 4 rules, they can remember 1. So that shows you something about how much of what we're saying they actually end up getting the first time around and what you should expect from them. So I always review the rules with them. I make sure they understand what the rules are. So I did this with these 4 boys, and they're all on their mats, and things are going well. And then I start explaining the next game that we're going to play, and one of my kids starts crawling off of his mat. I think that when children don't do well, it's because they lack the thinking skills they need to adapt to the demands of the environment. So one of my kids is off of his mat. I figure that means I've gotten too boring already. And I think when I do this with parents or teachers, they always get it. If I were to tell this kid, and this is a kid who has trouble, he gets in trouble sometimes, if I were to tell him, Miles, you're off your mat, that's a sad puppy for you. Is his behavior going to get better or worse? It's going to get worse, right? He's probably going to go, ugh, and he's going to run to the back of my office, and he's going to yank that game off of the shelf that he wanted to play when he came in, and I told him no, and now all the other kids are distracted. So I don't give him a sad puppy, because I know that that's not going to give me what I'm looking for. My intention is to make his behavior get better. So what can I do instead? Well, I can look at the other kids. I can say, Jack is on his mat. Way to go, buddy. There's a happy cat for you. I can go around to the other boys who are on their mats, and then usually my kid who's off of his mat is going to get there like a magnet got him, right? He's going to go, boing. Look at me, Mr. Brad. I'm on my mat. Do I get a happy cat too? And I'm definitely going to say, yes, you are, and I'm going to give him one. I'm not going to say, no, you don't get one because, the other kids did it without me having to remind them, and you had to be reminded. Because again, that's not going to make his behavior get better, it's going to make it get worse. And our intention here is to help the kid's behavior get better. So once I've made that point to parents and teachers, they can usually understand that if we're giving more sad puppies than happy cats, what are we going to have?
Our behavior is going to get more badder.
It's going to get more badder, that's right. It's going to get worse, and what I'm going to have in my hand is a sad puppy. And if you've got even just one sad puppy in your classroom or in your house, what are you going to be? You're going to be a sad puppy too, okay? And so that's why I actually don't give any sad puppies, because they don't help the kid's behavior get better, they make it worse. I just give happy cats. And even when they get off their mat, I don't have to give them a sad puppy. If I give the other kids happy cats and my one kid who's off of his mat still hasn't gotten on there, I can just say to him, Miles, you're going to get a happy cat too. Just as soon as you get your bottom on this mat, you're a good kid, and I bet pretty soon that you will. Okay? So I'm going to have you guys play a game here or two. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right? Good? And I like the way you're staying on your mat.